Hello, anarchists.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome again
We are back
to Anime Anarchy,
again.
where we talk about things and stuff about anime and anarchy.
Yeah, down with the government, all governments.
Stick it to the man.
Just kidding. I am actually very pro big government.
So, we have two things to talk about today. It is Gachiakata.
And My Hero Academia, the final season. Let's go.
Final season.
Let's go.
All right. Let's talk about MHA since it's at the top of our minds here. We were discussing a little bit before, and Chance, what were you saying about this last season?
Sucks. Look, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. All right, it's cool. It's good fights, good big fights. Yeah. But I have not been impressed so far with most of the season. Um, I also kind of feel the same way about season 7 to a lesser degree. I think that My Hero was better before things got so crazy, like when they were just students going to school and occasionally getting into some trouble. I think season 6 with like the intro to the war, when things started kicking off.
It was exciting.
Yeah, their first
exciting.
big conflict with the was it like the Superhuman Liberation Front or whatever, or Paranormal Liberation Front?
Paranormal Liberation.
I thought that was done very well because while it was definitely like you were starting to get that like big scale war and conflict and all these big armies of villains fighting against an armies of like heroes and police. You still it still felt like My Hero Academia, how the first 5 seasons felt, where you're getting these big scale fights from like all the teachers and the pro heroes and stuff, but all of the students, including Deku, were relegated to support roles.
100%.
And on the back end, they were the last line of defense. They were out on the sides evacuating the civilians and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And several of the students, like at least like the core main ones, like Todoroki, Bakugo, who else? Obviously Midoriya. Did Ida get into a big fight? Did he do any big fighting? I think he might have.
Remember.
I don't remember either. But anyway, a couple of your main students.
What's up, Nick?
What's going on, Nick? A couple of your main students, they did get a few fights in, during that big war in season 6. But it made sense and it felt right because they were doing their jobs, on the sidelines. They got forced into the conflict when the battle kind of spilled out into the town and when the pro heroes all started going down. Shigaraki woke up. They failed to stop his revival. So, they ended up, it ended up the students had to fight.
Right.
In season 7 and 8, now we're in this situation where so many pro heroes are dead or have just quit being heroes entirely because either they're scared of Shigaraki, they're scared of One for All, or they're scared of public perception because the citizens of Japan have lost faith in the heroes after the events of season 6 and especially season 7. And so a lot of pro heroes that we were watching from season 1 through 5 just quit, and still,
which is a little depressing.
And still to this day, you'd think that even the ones that quit might have come out of retirement for this final big battle, but I haven't seen any of the guys who said they quit, like they kind of stay out of commission. So now we're in this situation where the students have no choice but to be on the front lines. And even worse than that, a lot of the plans that the heroes and like the alliance, Japan came up with fully revolves around these students. And I'm not just talking about Midoriya with all for or with One for All. You know, I mean, uh, what was
Your
it?
gravity.
Todoroki was a key component to their plan. You
Oh yeah,
know, like against Dabi.
yeah,
Um, te- but you know, we had Froppy and Uravity being key players, you know, in trying to keep Toga contained. You know,
right,
they failed, but like that
yeah.
was a lot of pressure being put on
Just for a
these
student. I
kids.
mean,
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, there
exactly.
were some pro heroes there, but you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
just a lot of this stuff is being this weight is being put on kids, and now we have a situation where like a lot of the conflict now in season 8 I don't feel like is believable anymore because one, it's been going on for so long, and two, so many of these kids are pushing through limits that like even the best pro heroes
right.
couldn't get through, you
And that
know.
like messes up with like
And
the
that
power
and
scale and all that, the
you
perception
know,
of
that's
it.
very common in anime. Your protagonists are always, you know, the next generation is always gonna surpass the previous and pull off the unexpected. It's not uncommon in
And
anime
they
for
they did
14-year-olds to
explain it,
keep, yeah.
you know, as you know, you reproduce more and more through the generations, the powers get
Yeah.
stronger and
It
stronger.
makes sense, you know, but
But still,
I don't
yeah,
know. And then
I did enjoy it better when they were students too,
yeah,
because I don't know, it was you don't get one any slice of life anymore,
yeah, not at
right?
all, not at all.
It's just
It's
basically like
all
apocalyptic fallout,
apocalyptic action war all
right?
the time, you know.
All the adults are just watching, you know,
Yeah.
their kids
So like
fight.
I'm enjoying the show. I'm having a lot of fun watching it. It's great. It's still great, but it's not it doesn't feel like My Hero Academia felt in the first 5 or 6 seasons, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, definitely not.
Like
Definitely.
it's great. It just feels like a different show almost.
Yeah,
But I am liking it though. All things considered. I just prefer, you know, I prefer how they did things in the earlier seasons, but it's good. Um, Another thing, which I think we talked about in the last episode we recorded, was how half of the first episode of the season was just reused footage from the finale of the season 7. You know, like that felt kind of lazy to me.
yeah,
I know a lot of people who, you know, hadn't watched season 7 since it came out, you know, so a lot of people will remember that. But if you watch
me.
them back to back, like I did, because I went back and I rewatched the last few episodes before season 8 came out, and it's literally like 1-to-1, like exactly
Yeah.
what happened for half the episode.
Well,
Yeah. Um, Now, when Bakugo came up on the scene against All for One, I thought he was going to die.
oh,
For real.
me too. I
I
mean,
did not think he was going to beat him. What I thought was going to happen was that Bakugo and All Might were both going to die to sacrifice themselves just to slow All for
down.
One down enough that by the time he gets to Shigaraki, I thought Shigaraki was going to just overpower and kill him himself.
I thought so too.
So that's what I
Because
thought
he
was
kept
going to
on,
happen.
he kept on like denying
Yeah.
All for One.
So I thought he was going to make it to Shigaraki
Yeah.
only to be killed by
Yeah.
Shigaraki himself.
Yeah,
I did not expect Bakugo or All Might to survive, much less defeat him.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, uh, which, you know, we digress. That was awesome, right?
Oh yeah,
Back
no,
to
that
go.
was fantastic. Best episode
You
so
know,
far.
last episode we talked about how Bakugo, like, he basically found like his inner power, found like the most efficient way to use his power.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pushed it to a whole new limit.
Right. Exactly. And knowing that, or with that, and knowing that he just needs to keep hurting All for One until he basically turns into a baby and disappears.
Yeah.
Because the reverse quirk. You know, he had a good chance of doing this, and he called himself the final boss for All for One, and I thought that was, you know, pretty cocky, but also pretty badass.
Yeah.
But of course, it seems All for One, he, he tried to use like all of his, what he calls like, they call it factors.
Yeah.
All of his factors or quirks.
Well, that's just the translation thing.
Gotcha.
Because we're watching in sub now.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we're used to watching it in dub and we're hearing it in English.
Gotcha.
So that's just a translation
Gotcha.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. So
there's still quirks.
Yeah. He tried to use all of his quirks like at the same time to have like one final push against Bakugo to basically defeat him so that he could get to Shigaraki. But apparently they weren't meshing correctly, so he looked like a giant, like, I don't know, how do you explain it? A giant turd with,
Yeah,
he's like a damn, like, a worm almost, but like.
Yeah, he turned into some kind of, like, monster.
You could see how fractured his quirks were because they were all like individual people almost that were just like around him. But he still had a massive amount of power, and he just bolted right up to Bakugo. And of course, Bakugo didn't back down and just hammered him.
Yeah, just laid on the firepower, until
he turned into a baby.
Yeah.
He literally turned into a baby. And he was still like crawling, like, I gotta get to Shigaraki. And of course, thank God for Bakugo was like, even though you're a baby, I still got to finish this, right? Yep. And so he finishes it, and All for One disappears in the dust.
I'm not gonna lie, when we got to that point, I started having a serious moral quandary because, like, what?
Because it was a baby.
Would you have still been able to kill the baby? It's still, I know it's still him, and in his mind, he still knows what he's got to do, and he's still trying to accomplish it. But like, he is just a baby now. Yeah. Like, I mean,
I guess you could have just locked it somewhere until he disappeared.
No, I guess the thing is, he still had his other quirks. Like, he probably still could have gotten out. I don't know. I guess he had to kill the baby.
Well, I'm glad it was Bakugo, not Deku, because Deku would not have done that.
Yeah.
I know for a fact he would not have done that. Bakugo had the gumption to get it done, and the questionable morality. So luckily Bakugo actually defeated I ripped my pants at school. That sucks.
That's terrible, dude. I'm so sorry.
Can't say that's ever happened to me, but I'm sorry about that. Hopefully going forward you bring an extra set of pants.
You just carry an extra set of pants?
Well, if I ripped my pants.
Practice what you preach, buddy.
Maybe if I ripped my pants at school one day, then I would just, just in case,
If I thought you were ever going to go anywhere and leave this house,
extra pants,
I would start just like cutting holes in your pants so you'd think you ripped them.
I would just tell you it's because I shit myself regularly, so.
You just loosen up the fabric.
Yeah, exactly.
All the shit.
Yeah, Bakugo defeated All for One.
Bakugo killed a baby.
He killed a baby.
Let's just say what it is. Bakugo's a baby.
That's not all that happened. So, Deku and Shigaraki, while they were right in the front of my pants. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Sounds horrible. It's too bad. Okay, how in front? Was it like beneath, like the seam where like between, like underneath you, like between your legs, or was it like was it just straight up like the front of the like no, that's so terrible. I'm so sorry.
Right in front of my pants.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, dude.
That's just bad luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any advice.
Yeah, no advice.
They wear PJ pants. It's right by the button.
Terrible.
So yeah, that is a very bad spot.
Maybe the lesson here is don't wear PJ pants because I have ripped PJs before. Have you ever ripped pajamas?
They're easier to rip than jeans. Yeah. So maybe wear jeans.
Yeah, maybe just wear some good old jeans, some Wranglers.
That's right.
All right, so on to the next episode of Jeans Are Us, the podcast, because that's what we are now.
Jeans are us. Yep.
Jeans are us.
I ripped my jeans before.
I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. I've ripped jeans before. I mean,
I did when I was skateboarding.
it's happened
Not in
like
school,
for
though.
me. I don't know if I ever did at school. So what happened to me one time, and I was in high school. I don't know if I was at school, but what happened to me was like it ripped the seams like between my legs. So like you'd have to literally be underneath me to see it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's too bad that's not what happened.
Like on the butt pocket. Well,
that's just some bad luck, man.
when I was younger, I think I was in high school. The only time that I've really like ripped that area of my jeans was when I was skateboarding and I had pants that were really tight because that was the thing to do.
That was the thing back then, yeah.
Especially if you were like a skateboarder. It actually helped because you could do tricks a lot cleaner because you didn't have all that drag from baggy jeans or anything like that. But I did something a little bit too extreme and I just ripped right in the middle. And obviously I had to skate home and with my head down. But that was the only time I think that I've actually like ripped that part of my jeans, luckily. But I'm sorry to hear that. I was drumming for PJ Pants. You were drumming for PJ Pants? Or in PJ Pants? So were you like drumming and then somebody, if you drummed well,
it's like battle of the bands, but the prize is new pajamas.
I mean, I'd do it.
I would compete in that.
I used to be a drummer.
My mother-in-law usually gets me like pajama pants every Christmas, like as a
because she knows you rip them.
Well, no, just it's like a tradition. It's something that she's always done. So I don't buy pajama pants anymore. I just collect them each year. I get a new pair, and sometimes they rip, and but like I have several pair, from her.
Yeah, we have a one.
So, but last year or 2 years ago, her and Natalie they split they got me an Xbox and
Sick.
They split it.
Yeah.
So, but I made a joke when I opened it, and I was like, not that I'm not grateful, Mom, but does this mean that I'm not getting any pajama pants this year? And she was like, open the next.
You're excited.
She was like, open the next gift, and I was like, oh, sick,
100%.
Like the Xbox is cool, but pajama pants though.
Let's see. Like wait, hold on. Now I know, like for the PJ pant. I was just drumming for the jeans. I was jumping with my friend with my hand. Oh, okay. So not the PJ pants. This is how you ripped your jeans.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. I want to get Colson I want to get a drum set. But I would love for Colson to be able to like use it. Of course not in like one of the acoustic ones, right? Because they're loud as shit.
Yeah.
But like one of the electric ones, you could either have it where you have it with headphones, so only you like hear it.
Yeah.
Or you could have it like a speaker. And because I feel like Colson would really enjoy it. I mean, I've seen all these kids on like Instagram and stuff.
Yep.
Just railing on the drums.
And honestly, like I wish I had learned an instrument when I was young because one, it's like any kind of foreign language, it's so much easier to learn when you're young.
Oh, for sure.
And even if he never tries to make a career out of being a musician, which most people shouldn't. Sorry, but
this is true. But
it's just so hard to make a career out of it.
100%.
But it's just a good skill to have.
Yeah. And it, like I said, it's fun. It's a great way to get out stress, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We also have a guitar, an acoustic guitar that I got for my wife. Yeah, of course, she hasn't used it because I bought it for her right before we had Colson.
Nice.
So it's just been sitting in the closet. But maybe one day Colson will want to pick that up too. I want him to have like as much like options as possible to kind of see what he wants to get into.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's sick. No, that's awesome, Nick. Yeah, I had an acoustic drum set when I was younger, and I pissed my parents off with it. So,
Oh yeah, I
even
can
though it was in the
imagine.
basement, yeah, it was great. But I digress. So, hey, if you're thinking about what to get Colson for Christmas, I think maybe $1,000 drum set. Maybe you and Natalie can go halvesies on it.
$1,000 drum
I'm
set
just kidding.
for your
My 2-year-old.
for your less than 3-year-old baby. Yeah, I don't think so.
It's
talk
okay, Nick.
talk to me about that in about like 8 more years.
I'm just kidding. No, you're fine. Music is just too hard. Yeah, yeah, no, it can be for sure. Especially if you stress yourself out about it. Because when I was trying to learn, like I can play some things on the piano, but I tried to learn
That
it.
was what I tried to
I
learn.
tried to learn it myself. And the guitar, I tried to learn the guitar myself. Just using like apps and shit. Um, I could only end up playing like the intros to like 3 or 4 songs, and then once it actually got hard, I got pissed off at it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's better if you're serious about it to like get somebody to train you on it.
No, for sure. And I was gonna say, definitely don't try to self-teach Colson the drums, because with the drums, if you have poor technique, you can give yourself carpal tunnel, arthritis. You can do serious
Oh,
damage to
100%.
your wrists. So like definitely
And you
get
can just go through sticks like
yeah.
crazy.
So definitely get an actual teacher,
Yeah.
or just
I mean,
sign him up for drums like when he gets to middle school.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
That's how
yeah.
I got into it.
That's free. That's a free education.
That is, yeah, well,
Not free.
no,
That's
but
the cheapest way you're gonna get away
yeah,
with teaching.
you do
him
have
drums.
to rent a snare
Yeah.
drum.
Yeah. But that'll be the cheapest way for you to teach him drums.
So I've tried guitar, violin, melodeon. I don't even know what a melodeon is. Do you know what a melodeon? All sorts of. Don't say you just suck, okay?
Yeah, definitely don't put yourself down like that. So
Everybody has different talents, and I
Yeah.
mean there's so many instruments out there. There might be one that you haven't tried yet. Have you tried a frog? Well, I have seen the frog choir in Harry Potter. They're pretty good.
what?
Sorry, Nick said he's fried right now. So, oh, like a wooden frog. Loading is a squeeze box with buttons. Oh, I got you. Okay, so, I've never even tried that. Never even seen that.
Yeah, I wasn't really much of a marching band. I wasn't in the marching band. I liked marching band stuff. I love watching a marching band do their routine, because
So there
my
you go.
God, that is so impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for
you
real.
know,
I couldn't do it. So you could be good with like percussion stuff. So percussion is more than just drums. I'm sure you know that. Whether it be like tambourine or I guess wooden frogs could be part of that. But I know triangles are, cymbals, bongos, anything like that. So yeah, I mean everybody has different talents for
sure.
anything. I mean, even if you don't have an ear for it, there's still something that you can try.
And one thing I found, just over the years with anything, honestly, if you like something enough, or if you want to do something enough, just keep trying, even if you aren't good at it. Genuinely, it's almost impossible not to get better if you keep doing something enough. You know?
Consistency is key.
Yeah, and for some people it can take years, but you really can't not improve.
No,
At least a little bit if you keep with something. You'll get better for sure,
but definitely,
or feel more
yeah.
confident while doing it.
Definitely
you
don't
know?
force yourself to do it though, because then you're just gonna get
Now
mad at
that's
it.
what I'm saying. If you enjoy it, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Pick something you enjoy doing.
Right.
Because if you're trying to force yourself into doing
Then
something
it's
you
just
hate,
not gonna work out.
you're just then you cannot improve.
Then it's just like doing
Yeah.
homework, and you're not gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Dexterity, my old age, the missing finger doesn't help either. Well, I could see how that would
Yeah,
work.
I could definitely see
Yeah.
how that might affect that.
Yeah.
But
But it's okay.
yeah.
It's all right. Like I said, just try something. Try any of them. Anything else, and see if anything sticks. Honestly, you don't have fingers, Nick. You're just ridiculous.
That's not true.
That's not what he said.
That's not true. Just missing one.
Right. Just a phantom finger. It's okay to have a phantom finger.
Oh,
cut one off 10 years ago.
Do you still like get that like the phantom finger feeling? Like you know, like I've never lost any,
Appendages.
yeah, but I've heard that you can sometimes get that, like you feel like it's still there almost,
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I don't know. That's just what I've read on the internet. You can't always believe what you see.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if we can trust Keith. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. So, how did you cut it off? If you don't mind me asking.
No,
And
I guess I should have. I guess I should have asked if you about the my question, but yeah, yeah, please. I need to know now.
but well, how do I get the phantom finger when? Oh, I got you. Yeah, I couldn't. Nick, you were ridiculous. You were
Yeah, come on,
definitely
Nick.
fried, dude.
No, I mean that makes sense. I guess it does make sense that it wouldn't be like a long term, like long lasting thing.
Yeah,
Um, okay, yeah, I buy that. That's crazy though.
like the yeah, probably the hospital. I don't think they actually stole his finger, Nick, but they probably
I
took it
guess either they
and
didn't find it or they
disposed of it,
weren't able to,
or
reattach
right,
it
yeah,
or
or they just didn't have a put my hand through a hedge trimmer. Oh, good God, yeah, that'll do it. That's for sure.
jeez. I'm sorry.
I don't think I would go near hedge trimmers anymore. I would say that.
Good God. No, me, I'd be way too scared, honestly. Throw it in the bin.
Oh
Ugh.
God, that sounds. I think I would be in shock if that happened. Honestly,
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
yeah. Just put it in a jar for me. Let me put it in my closet.
Ooh, yeah, no, you're stronger than me. I don't know how I would have gotten through that.
Yeah, no, I would have
That's
been in shock for sure.
for sure.
But all right, let's get back to My Hero Academia. Soul's a true surgeon. I could. Oh, I understand that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, still use the same model. That's well. At least now you know what not to do.
that's true. Yeah,
So, but thank you for telling us what happened. That's a
yeah. I would
crazy
have
story.
been I would have been wondering about that all day.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Thank you, Keith Meefs. 6 and oh my God, no more 6-7 crap, dude. All right, so MHA, Deku, Shigaraki. Okay, when they were tussling, something new happened. Yeah,
yeah,
anime is cool. Thank you, Keith Meefs.
yes, anime is cool. Thank you. We'd also think that, yeah, and we're really loving My Hero Academia. We're sad that it's on its final season. Um, it's been a long ride for sure, but I've heard that so I know how the manga ends. I hope the anime adapts it a little bit differently so that we're kind of left on the edges of our seat. But thankfully, Sean has somehow avoided spoilers online from the manga, so he has no clue what we're about to head into. Um,
100%.
yeah, yeah. No, this last episode though is definitely the prelude to the end for sure. I think if it's gonna be a full 20 whatever episode season like it usually is,
Yeah.
I think we're probably the war is probably gonna end with like 4 or 5 episodes left for like the epilogue
Right.
stuff. So the fight's probably not going to be going on too much longer. I mean, it's
I
probably
wouldn't think
probably
so.
only have like a few. Well,
I
I don't know. I
mean,
don't want to say a number, but so many
yeah.
episodes left of
I
the
mean,
fight.
Deku has a strategy, with his other one for all. What would you call them? Like quirk users or
Yeah, just all the previous
all the previous
previous
users?
hosts or whatever. Yeah,
Oh, okay, Nick. What's your question? But yeah. While we are any of the people green? Well, There's a washing machine man.
Is he green?
He's not green. I'm just saying that it's possible. I don't know if.
Spinner is green.
Oh yeah, Spinner is
He's
green.
also
He's
a lizard.
Lizard, yeah,
Yeah, lizard man.
He's a lizard
He's
man.
green.
Yeah.
Deku in his costume is green.
Yeah, his hair's green.
His hair can turn green when he's at full power.
So yeah, I'm gonna say
There's
yes.
some green. Yeah, there's green people.
Yeah. There's dog people. There's cat people. There's all kinds of people. You should definitely watch it, especially when you're high.
Yeah, no, My Hero Academia is actually a really good fun show for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot going on all the time. A lot of characters to follow. So remember, watch Hero Academia. Isn't the main character, dude? Carries 2 stock. Works really well. That'll be a chance question.
No, not exactly. So I'd kind of argue the opposite. So honestly, for the first 5 seasons of the show, Deku is kind of like the most useless, like main character, like of the main cast on the show, because he gets this like incredible like power and strength from like All Might, who is like the Superman of that universe or whatever. He like inherits his power, right? But his body is so much weaker naturally, so he has to.
And you're just a kid too.
Yeah, and he was just a child, so like he has to work out so much and like grow so strong even to be able to handle the power. So for the first like 4 or 5 seasons, he can't even hardly throw a punch without breaking.
He can't even flick. Yeah, he can't even flick air without breaking fingers.
Yeah, so even when he does like a little air attack, he'll like flick, and the pressure from the flick, because he's so strong, can like knock somebody over. But he breaks his finger to do that, you know? And so he's very severely limited in what he can actually do in a fight for half the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays, though, you're kind of right, because now his like power has like evolved and like grown and everything, and he gets like 3 or 4 powers off screen between season 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Like I think the only ones we ever really see him so like all like Black Whip comes out of nowhere in the middle of a fight, but then he masters it off screen. So like we never see him actually training with any of these powers.
Right.
He'll get it. The new power will come out like out of nowhere, but then the next time we see it, oh, he's been training off screen with All Might. Now he has it under control. Yeah. Like that kind of seems Gary Stewart.
It is. But to be fair, we also have a lot of other characters that we follow throughout the show as well.
Yeah, but all of them, with the exception of All Might, really do just kind of like, most people's powers in this universe kind of suck at face value. It's how creative they are with the power that makes them cool, and like how hard they work to overcome like their weaknesses.
All right, no spam.
Yeah, no spam. Delete.
So, but
6, 7.
Deku and Shigaraki, right? Shigaraki can steal quirks now.
Yeah.
And he is trying to steal Deku's one for all power, so he could be, of course, the most powerful being in the entire world.
Yep, which he would be if he gets that.
Exactly. And Deku's really the only one that could stop him. But he ends up reaching in and stealing one of the one for all quirks.
Yeah, so there's like 5 or 6 powers tied into Deku, and one of them was stolen by Shigaraki.
Yeah, exactly. And it was danger sense. Some more tradition.
Yeah, exactly. That's a pretty good way of putting it.
Yeah, and so Deku loses one of his powers, and a very good power. That, I mean, all of them are good, right?
Yeah, but he loses danger sense. That's his spidey sense, basically.
Yeah, and so now he can't.
It makes him almost untouchable. Now that he's mastered it, he's almost untouchable in a fight.
But now he can't sense the dangers that Shigaraki has.
So now
Shigaraki can now
he's gonna touch him.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, if Shigaraki touches you or even the ground or anything, he uses his decay quirk to basically just what would you even call it? Just
I mean, it
dematerialize
yeah. So
everything.
like, so Shigaraki, the main villain of My Hero right now, like his main quirk that he started with was decay. So he can just touch anything and essentially just turn it to dust.
Yeah,
Like
people,
basically,
animals.
yeah. It's like the Thanos snap, but he does have to touch you to do it.
Right.
You know,
And
but
anything that's touching something that he touched can still decay
right.
as well.
Yeah, so like if you were touching a wall and he decays the wall, you will also be decayed if you're still touching the wall by the time decay reaches you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanos, yes, like Thanos. Almost, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, roughly.
Yeah.
But then Deku comes, or it wasn't really, was it him that came up with the idea, or was it the actual
No,
gear shift
it was
user?
it was the gear shift user.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the gear shift user actually came up with an idea, basically modeling after what Star and Stripe did, and basically infiltrating the All for One,
Yeah.
uh,
So
I guess, area. I don't know
yeah.
what you would call it.
So
but
Shigaraki has the power to steal quirks also, so he can come up and steal your power from you. But because of that, another character in the last season discovered that you can, if you let him steal it from you, but like with like almost like malicious compliance, like, okay,
yeah,
here, take my quirk, bitch.
yeah,
And like almost like punch him with the quirk as you're giving it to him.
yeah.
So like he gets the quirk, but instead of being able to use the power, that quirk will start to
Start
like
destroying
destroy
it.
other quirks that
Yeah.
he's stolen.
They'll start destroying him from the inside.
And I don't get how it works, but it's a thing. It's been done already.
Yeah.
They think they can do it again.
Right.
So that's the play.
That means Deku is going to have to lose one of his more powerful quirks.
Yeah.
In gear shift,
Sacrifice a pretty powerful quirk.
Yeah, that makes him that much more powerful. Just so maybe that they can destroy Shigaraki's
from
quirks
the inside
from the
out.
inside.
Yeah.
So we haven't gotten that far yet, but that's the plan. So we'll see what happens there. I do hope it kind of works, because then we're gonna get towards the end of this fight. Because you're right, it has gone on a long time.
They have now been locked arms for like 15 episodes.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you know, like
so that while that's all happening, we do get a pretty cool backstory on All for One and One for All, but it's mainly mainly focusing on All for One and how he became. And oh god, it's so ridiculous. It basically
just
like
a killer from the womb.
Yeah, a killer from the womb. I don't know why he had like a soft spot for his little brother, but even
Because
when he was,
so he says it's because his brother was his property.
yeah,
So he viewed his brother as a possession of his, like, and he is very protective of his property, of his possessions, and like what he views as being like his.
right.
So it's definitely it's I don't think it's like he cares about his brother, and maybe he does like a little bit in his own way, but or did at one point,
Yeah.
but it's more of like a you're mine, so I'm gonna keep you around.
We get a backstory, right?
Yeah.
And even from a baby, you can even tell that watching Russian dubbed Iron Man, nice. That sounds sick. You woke me up. Nice. Sorry, Nick. So you can see
Woke
that
me up. We've been gone for 3 minutes.
you can see that All for One has dead eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His eyes are just, there's like no soul there. There's no empathy. He was like a psychopath from the start. His brother was on the opposite end. He was like quiet natured. He was kind. Seemed like he wanted to help people. He tagged along with his brother as they were getting older. I sleep fast when I'm fried. I understand that. He tagged along with his brother because he didn't have anybody. I mean, their parents were dead. No, nobody wanted to be around them. All for One just killed people and like stole their quirks. And You know what I mean? And so, and then all that One for All did, his little brother, was just read. So he'd read these like comic books, and that's what made him want to become a hero. You know, kind of like who was kind of like All Might, even though it was somebody different back then. Uh,
Well,
but
I think that was just a comic book
yeah, but I mean,
from like,
he kind of looks like All Might. It
yeah,
was like,
sure,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, just
just,
it just
just
says
like
Captain Hero,
the
yeah,
standard
this,
the
yeah,
standard
you're,
hero. So he wanted to be a hero, but of course, All for One said, "This whole world is for me," right?
yeah,
Like this is my playground. So he is just a straight narcissistic sociopath, basically,
yep.
with no empathy at all. Just kills when he wants to kill, steals quirks. He did end up, because he said his brother was, pathetic and all that. He did give this quirk to his brother, which was uh, essentially One for All, right?
Yep.
But he said that he gave him what he thought was basically nothing, and he turned it into what it is today.
So I think what it is because he said he thought maybe he he had stolen his brother's quirk in the womb. Well, I think that is what happened. I think All for One was always All for One's quirk, and I think One for All was always the brother's quirk, even in the womb. But I think that All for One stole the brother's quirk in the womb, right? And then by passing it back to the brother, actually turned it into something.
Mm,
Because all for one, or I mean, One for All only works by being passed on to others, right? So you would imagine, even if the brother had kept the quirk in the first place, he
yeah,
still would have essentially been quirkless. Like he would have had a quirk but no powers, because his only power is to pass on his power to someone else.
right.
So until it got passed on to somebody, and I guess probably passed again, like it wasn't ever going to be anything. Um I now I don't understand. I don't know what did I mean did the next guy, the gear shift guy, did he get anything out of getting
Out of getting, I don't know.
uh One for All?
I don't know. I mean, he had to have, but maybe it was like
Was it like
maybe like it was
the
a
super
short.
strength?
I don't honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if he gained anything extra, because they said they told Deku that the super strength that him and All Might enjoy was cultivated over generations of passing on the quirk. So I don't know if the first two people to get it, the brothers, the two rebel brothers, they got it initially,
Yeah,
the ones who each had it for only a couple weeks, you know.
yeah,
I don't think that I don't think they really benefited from getting it.
probably not. But the future users did, obviously.
Yeah, yeah,
You
for
know,
sure, for
so
sure.
it was still good that they had it. It was still part of the plan.
Yeah,
So and I mean, we've seen that all our One for All is stronger in people that are quirkless. That's what even All Might said. So All Might being one person that was quirkless when he first got One for All, and then Deku, who was quirkless, who got One for All. It was a few seasons ago, but All Might, talked about it. So
I remember that. I just don't remember why that, because you'd think
I,
it'd be the opposite.
yeah, I don't. Maybe they can harness it more because they were quirkless. I'm not
Maybe.
exactly sure. Um, but anyway, so we get that backstory, and we've already known, but we've seen that where All for One comes from, and how much of a psychopath he was, and just killed for no reason, and God only knows how many people he's killed in his life, but
Yeah.
he's gone now.
Yeah.
So now we're
He
just
is
working
gone.
on Shigaraki, so we'll see what happens there. But we're at 55 minutes. So do
Nice.
you want to quickly go over Gachiakudo?
Uh, yeah, we can.
Or do you want to leave that for next time? Because I don't want to just skim through it because I mean it was
That's true. I
it
mean,
was
it
pretty
was
good.
all right. All right. Well, then let's just keep talking about My Hero a few minutes.
Okay.
Let's
So
just
what do you
finish
think is going to
wrap this up.
happen? What do you think is going to happen
Oh
next?
no, I know what's gonna happen next. I need you should be answering that. What do you think's gonna happen
This is
next?
true. Okay.
Yeah, I can't fairly answer that.
So I am hoping, I'm hoping that they actually use this gear shift quirk. It gets stolen. He's actually able to cause some mayhem from the inside in Shigaraki. Uh, Maybe not necessarily kill him, but at least decrease his strength enough to where Deku will be able to pull in front of him. Because right now, or well, at least they're pretty much even, right? Until I guess Deku had a little bit of the upper hand before Danger Sense got taken,
No,
and
they were
now
locked. Neither of them was gaining anything over the other for like 15 episodes.
but I only said that because Shigaraki he couldn't move at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but I feel like
Deku
neither could
had.
Deku.
Well, I mean that's true. Okay. All right, so they were evenly locked, and then
Yeah.
his danger sense got taken. So now Shigaraki's got the upper hand. But I'm hoping, even if Gear Shift is taken away from Deku, Gear Shift can cause enough mayhem and destroy enough quirks within Shigaraki. Probably not his decay quirk, of course, but any of the other quirks that he got from All for One, and stealing himself. I'm hoping he can, destroy. That way, Shigaraki becomes a lot weaker, and Deku will be able to get the upper hand on him, and then we can have like an actual final battle between the two, where Deku, prevails.
Do you think Deku is going to be able to accomplish his goal of saving Shigaraki, or do you think they're going to have to kill him?
I think they're gonna have to kill him.
I think
Honestly,
so.
yeah. I mean, even though he still sees the little boy crying, I still, I still think Shigaraki is too far gone. Honestly, because he is just filled with hatred, just pure hatred, and anger. So I don't think there's
Do
any
you
way
think
to save
Deku
him.
will? Okay. Now, say he has to kill him. Do you think Deku will be able to like? You think
Pull the
Deku will
trigger.
be cool with that? Like, do you think
I don't
Deku will
know.
be able to live with that?
I know Deku still wants to save him. But I mean, maybe he tries to give him the benefit of the doubt, but then Bakugo comes in and destroys him. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of think Deku with Deku's character, I don't know if he has it in him to kill, honestly. I think if it gets to that point and Shigaraki's like they're like, oh, like we have to kill him. I think Deku will keep being like, no, like I can save him, and then Bakugo or somebody's gonna
Yeah,
just
somebody
have
else
to
is
do
going to
it,
have to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, that's just how Deku is, but it can come at a fault. And I feel like at this point, it's going to come to a fault if he tries to keep saving Shigaraki because he's trying to destroy the world, obviously.
Yeah.
And his hatred was even too much for All for One, to where he couldn't be taken over.
Well, he's definitely worse than and like more I wouldn't say worse, but he's more dangerous than All for One because All for One wants to rule over the planet.
And he was
Shigar-
strategic.
and
too.
strategic like in
Yeah.
Shigaraki
He was
on
kind
the
of like
other hand,
Palpatine almost.
yeah, Shigaraki has straight up been like, I've done the math and at how quickly I can destroy a certain amount of space. He's like, it would only take me 9 days to sink all of Japan into the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, what are you gonna rule if
He
you
just-
sink
no, he
everything
just-
to the ocean?
He just wants to destroy. That's it.
That's
He
insane.
said, I mean, he basically said that he was made to destroy.
Yeah,
So
no, those are the kinds of people you do just have to kill. You can't
Yeah.
let them. You can't try and rehabilitate those people.
Yeah.
Unless they can take all of his quirks away. If they can make him quirkless, then yeah, rehabilitate him,
Yeah.
sure. But
and including his quirk to steal other quirks. So
yeah,
because that's the big one.
yeah, they need to at least take away decay and All for One.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll see what happens next time. That's what I think is most likely going to happen. Deku is too kind-hearted to kill anybody, at least on purpose. So I don't know. I just hope it comes to an end soon.
I think Shigaraki's gonna win.
You think Shigaraki's going to win?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna like.
Is that what you read in the manga?
Kill Deku, kill
Steal
all
powers,
the heroes,
kill everybody,
and just win. And then he's just gonna destroy Japan, and he's gonna go to the United States, and he's gonna destroy the United States.
That could happen
He's
too.
gonna destroy everywhere except for Canada, and then he's just gonna rule Canada.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, makes a lot of sense.
And that's the ending.
That's the ending.
You don't even have to watch the rest of the show.
Okay.
I told you.
Okay, I'm not going to watch anymore.
All right, so we're done with My Hero Forever, guys.
No, let's start. Yeah, it is. It is.
No,
very good.
it is really good.
I would say the first couple seasons are a little slow, but you need to just keep watching it. It gets a lot better pretty quickly. I think I think season 3 was probably like the worst season. So
Which one was that?
get past season 3.
3 was his training arc. That was when they did their internships and he trained with Gran Torino.
Yeah.
But season 3 is where Stain got introduced.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always little bits and pieces that are bad. But yeah, once you get past season 3, let's just say that it gets a lot better and a lot more entertaining. So
I'm gonna be honest. I loved season 1 and 2. I thought that was just core. That's
Core
just
MHA.
classic MHA. But we're all different. He likes the big punchy stuff. I like slice of life.
yeah, I mean, I'm getting more into it, slice of life stuff, and that's kind of what I miss now with the show, because there's none of that because it's literally Armageddon. So I always like, when you get through a certain amount of a show, you kind of miss like the roots of the show. Any show
sure.
that happens.
Yeah.
So
Just like that in Naruto too.
and Keijo, just like Keijo.
Yeah, world-renowned anime Keijo that everybody's seen.
I've still only seen 3 episodes.
Well, that's 3 more than me.
Sorry, guys, but all right. Well, we have to get off of here. I got to go pick up my son here pretty soon. All the month slow starts. There could be so many answers to questions. Yeah, I mean, this is true.
For sure.
Usually like backstory, stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate you. Like and follow. We do this every week or every other week. I appreciate
Nice.
you.
Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that.
We're also on, because, while we do this streaming, we're also recording for Spotify and iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that stuff. So we'll be on there. We're on YouTube as well.
Clips on TikTok.
Yep.
Follow us on everything.
So just Anime Anarchy everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We do this as much as we can. We still have full-time jobs while we're doing this.
We don't get to do it as often as we like, or as we try to do it every week. Here lately, unfortunately, it's been more like every other week for a while.
Yeah.
We are trying our best to be consistent. Life just really gets in the way a lot, but we're making it work. We're getting there. We're still having fun.
That's right.
Still doing it.
And then in February, we have another Comic-Con coming. So we will be there. They also have a couple people from that played in Twilight that'll be there. They also have...
Are we doing the photo thing with them?
Are you?
Yeah, I have to.
Cool. All right.
That's how I'm getting my wife to go, is I had to get her the photo pass with Carlisle.
Yeah, my wife loves Twilight as well.
Yeah.
So, safe as trousers. Yep. Take it cheesy and Macho Man bless. Never heard that before, but you too, Keith Meaths. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks you for
watching,
listening,
guys. We appreciate you.
All right, bye-bye.
See you next time.